Ed Randle, one of the all-time giants in the history of A.L. Williams. You know, as a coach and a leader, you've got to be able to spot the exceptional person. Ed Randle had been in the insurance business for a number of years, and he was a little bit older than us. You know, most of us in A.L. Williams at that time were in the late 20s, early 30s, and a lot of people thought I was crazy in A.L. Williams bringing an insurance guy into A.L. Williams because I preached so, hard against that. And but I just saw something in Ed that was different. He had the right kind of heart, and he had a real passion like I did, when I first saw Buy Term and Invest the Difference. Man, he became one of our all-time giants.
I'm Ed Randle, Senior Vice President with A.L. Williams. I've been with the company for about 3.5 years after spending 16 years in sales and management in the financial services profession. I came with A.L. Williams for two basic reasons. First of all, the American consumer, I felt, deserved a better break in the products that were being offered by the financial services profession. Because of inflation and taxation, the American consumer really wasn't getting the best of what our industry had to offer them.
The way I came with the company, actually, Bo Adams recruited me, okay? And the way that happened is an old friend of mine that I'd known for many, many years, the guy by the name of Tom Powers. Tom Powers and Bo had met, and the three of us formed a little agency, Bo and Tom and myself, to represent National Home. My job was to recruit. I had a flair for it, and I had an industry background. And so Bo calls me one day and says, I've got a real big guy that wants you to come over and help me recruit. And we go to the office of none other than Bob Turley. Bob Turley's there and says, gee, you guys are looking for distribution. They were trying to recruit people. And we're looking for a company. I just joined up with 85 guys. We need product. Bo goes to meet Art, and Bo calls me and says, Ed, I'm gonna give you and Tom the agency because I'm going to work for Art. Kind of blew my mind, to tell you the truth, because we had big plans, right? Our plans were to build a distribution system. Well, Bo called and says, Ed, this guy's already got this thing kind of put together, and it's new, but on the other hand, I think he's got a winner. And he said, if you want to, I'll set it up where you can come talk to him about it and see what you want to do.
I wanted to go in business for myself. I think that's the American dream. Most people would like to do that. But you see, there are three basic reasons that keep most people from being able to accomplish going in business for themselves. First of all, they're undercapitalized. They simply don't have the money to have a good opportunity to make it. A.L. Williams solves that problem.
Fast forward again, I met Art Williams. The conversation went like this, which really threw me, and it was made my decision. Ed, I know you got a background and you've been successful in it, but he said, that's not what we're interested in. He said, what we're doing is building a distribution system, and we're looking for people that can help us grow that. So what do you think about recruiting people into the business? Because, and he went on to explain, it's where the money is, that's where the opportunity is, it's where you can grow, unlimited growth and all that.
The second reason is most people don't have the expertise and the experience to be able to really have a good opportunity for success. A.L. Williams, through its continuous education program and management training programs, certainly has solved that problem.
He said, well, Ed, the way we see it is if you can go back to Birmingham or to Alabama and find 7 to 10 people who want to do something special with their life, want to be somebody, want to own their own business, want to build it from scratch, just like you, okay? And we'll work with you and help you develop those people, and that'll start your business. He said, Ed, we really believe that somebody who builds an organization like this could make a minimum of $100,000 a year. And I remember thinking, wow, because I'd never made anything near that. And all I thought about all the way back to Birmingham was, I hope this is real. I hope it really works, because I'm going to do it. Because I knew where those 7 to 10 people were. And I told them the same thing that he told me. I said, look, guys, we can build a distribution system here. And we'll work together. And I said, I'm just starting, so we can work together. This is going to be great. And this guy, I believe in this guy. I believe he's telling the truth. I think he's got a vision, a dream that's real. And I know he's sincere, and he's working hard to make it work. and I know some other people around him that I think we can believe in. And that's how we started.
Understand that Art Williams told me to dream big dreams. You see, I was dreaming get-by dreams, I call them. Maybe you know about those. There was a time when in fact, many times I was down on my knees. I was willing to strike this bargain. You know, Lord, if you just let me break even someday, I promise you I'll never ask for anything else. You may know the feeling. I don't think those kind of prayers get answered, quite frankly, because of the fact that we are given the opportunity to do so much more than just get by in life.
So I went to recruiting in other places just to keep people in Birmingham from finding out what I was doing, quite frankly. Because when they did find out, and it was a short time, like I said, lost a lot of friends. It was worse than that because they went after us with everything they could possibly muster. I actually was, on 2 different occasions, called to the insurance commissioner's office in Montgomery with complaints filed against me that I was breaking the law. Of course, Art knew about it, and the company did, and he said, Ed, they're not going to get your license. We're not going to let them get your license. We stick with you. At one of those hearings, there were approximately 100 people there. All but 2 of them were people with A.O. Williams, had come over from the home office and other places just to show support for one of their teammates. Yeah, you were concerned because you knew there was some strong opposition. Politicians, regulators, people who were in a position to hurt us, no question about it. Of course, Art and the original 85 had gone through a lot of that when they started. So as a result, it was nothing new, and this was not exclusive to where I was. It was all over the country. Probably one of the things I appreciate the most is the loyalty and the commitment. We were fiercely competitive, but on the other hand, when somebody messed with us, we kind of came together. It was a wonderful thing to be a part of.
We're in a position to where once you own your own business and you are ready to go out and have that unlimited earnings opportunity, you're a part of the greatest co-op of independent businessmen and women in America today.
It was not about the money as long as I had enough to keep things going. What I was looking to was I bought into the fact that if we developed enough strong leaders in our organization, that we would be okay, everything would work out. I ended up recruiting 12 directs pretty quickly. I had those people in place probably in the first 3 or 4 months. By the way, all but 2 of those original 12 people became RVPs. Now that was one of the things that got me promotions pretty quick, because that was the other thing that measured your next promotion to SVP and so on, was how many RVPs you have, how many first generations you had. So as a result, we moved up to SVP pretty quick and the NSD pretty quick. So much so that I think a lot of people probably wondered, okay, why are you moving so quick? Well, it's because we believed that the real position was RVP. And that's where we wanted people. That was the dream we were selling. That's where we wanted people to get to.
Those basic fundamental things that every RVP, large or small, long time, short time with a company, has to do to win. And we started making more money, and we doubled our income, and our hierarchy premium doubled, and our NSDs went from 1 to 11, and all those things began that I'd done everything I knew how to do to try to make them happen. And it worked a little, but the thing that worked the most was Ed Randle showing the way, leading from the front. Not saying do it, say it, I did it, come on and join me. Folks, don't miss that opportunity to do the best you can do. It'll mean so very, very much to you.
I never had anybody open the door to the distribution system side of the industry to me. And here's a football coach and a guy been in the business for less of the time than I had, and he opens my mind to that, and that's what I bought. That's what I came for, and that's what I did.
Boy, what a business he built. 2,500 licensed reps in 26 states plus Canada, 138 RVPs, 13 SVPs, 10 NSDs, 5 SNSDs, 1 person making over $1 million a year, 70 people making over $100,000 a year. Ed had a payroll of over $1.5 million a month, $18 million a year, over 10 years, $180 million, and Ed Randle was earning over $1 million.